Welcome. Today we are discussing the Four Noble Truths, the core teaching of Buddhism. Imagine you are walking through a thick, dark forest and you realize you have lost your way. You feel a sense of unease, a bit of fear, and a deep desire to find the path back home. This experience of being lost is very much like our daily lives. The Buddha, having found his own way out of that forest, stood at the edge of the trees and called out to us. He didn't offer a complex philosophy. He offered a diagnosis and a cure. He spoke to us like a supreme physician who wants to heal the heart. The first noble truth is simply acknowledging that the forest is dark and that we are, in fact, lost. The Buddha called this dukkha. It is the recognition that life includes stress, disappointment, and pain. Whether it is the sadness of losing a loved one or the simple frustration of a broken appliance, we all experience this unsatisfactoriness. The Buddha isn't being negative. He is being honest so that we can begin to solve the problem. To understand why we stay lost in this forest, let us consider the simile of the two arrows. The Buddha taught that when something bad happens to us, it is like being struck by an arrow. This is the first arrow, the physical pain or the difficult event. This is often unavoidable. However, we then start to worry, complain, and get angry about the pain. This mental reaction is the second arrow. While the first arrow causes pain, it is the second arrow, the one we fire at ourselves, that causes the deep suffering. The second noble truth identifies the source of that second arrow. It is our craving and resistance. We suffer because we want things to be different than they are. We want the sun to stay up when it is setting. We want people to act exactly as we wish. This pulling toward what we like and pushing away what we dislike is what keeps us trapped in the forest. The third noble truth is the breakthrough of hope. It tells us that the second arrow is optional. It is possible to reach a state of peace where, even if the first arrow of life strikes us, we do not strike ourselves with the second one. This is the end of suffering, a state of coolness, where the fires of greed and anger have been put out. Finally, the fourth noble truth is the map that leads us out of the trees. It is the Noble Eightfold Path. This is the practical medicine the Buddha prescribed. It includes how we speak, how we act, and how we train our minds through meditation. It is a complete lifestyle designed to make us arrow-proof. Think of these four truths not as something to believe, but as something to do. The first truth is to be understood. The second is to be let go. The third is to be realized, and the fourth is to be practiced. By following this medical plan, we stop being victims of our circumstances. We realize that while we cannot always control the first arrows of life, we have the power to stop the second arrows forever. As you go through your day, try to catch yourself before you fire that second arrow. When things don't go your way, acknowledge the first arrow, but keep the second one in its quiver. This is the beginning of true freedom. May you have the clarity to see the arrows as they fly. May you have the wisdom to let go of the cravings that cause you pain. And may the Four Noble Truths guide you every step of the way until you reach the open, sunlit clearing of lasting peace.